How to create a contact form in WordPress using Elementor. So, you've just launched your WordPress website, or you're in the process of building one, and you realize that something is missing. A way for your visitors to actually contact you. Now, whether you're running a blog or a business site or even a portfolio, having a contact form is essential. It is the bridge that lets users reach out with inquiries, feedbacks, or opportunities. Now, if you're using Elementor, that is good news, okay? And the good news is that creating a sleek, functional contact form is not only possible, it's pretty simple. No coding is needed, no complicated tools, just simple drag, drop, and publish. So, in this video, I will walk you through every single step that you need to take a building proper functioning and good contact form from scratch using Elementor on your WordPress website. By the end of this video, your site will be ready to receive messages directly from your visitors like a pro. And if you want to go ahead and use the resources that I've used in this video, like WordPress or Elementor, they are all going to be in the link in the description of this video. So do make sure to go ahead and check that out for yourself. Now, before we dive into Elementor itself, let's make sure that your website is ready. So first things first, you need WordPress installed and running. Obviously, okay, you need a fully functioning account. Now, I am assuming that if you clicked on this video, you already have your site set it up, okay? So just like mine, you can see I have somewhat of my site already up and running, okay? Now, once your site is set it up, what you're going to be doing is you're going to go ahead through your hosting providers. Okay. Once that is done, the next step is to make sure you have installed Elementor. Now, if you haven't already done that, just go to your WordPress dashboard and hover over to plugins in the sidebar. Now, in the plugin section, what you're going to do is you're going to search up for Elementor. Now, in the case that you don't have it, what you're going to do is you're going to come here to Elementor Website Builder, click on it, and once we click on it, you're simply going to upgrade and activate. Now, in the case that you don't have an activated account, simply come over here to Plans, and do remember to run Elementor or to actually run a proper functioning website, you need at least the WordPress business plan. Okay, without the WordPress business plan, you will not be able to use the store or plugin features. Okay, so once you've upgraded your plan, download Elementor from the plugin section and you will see the Elementor Builder pop up. So just install it. And these are the Elementor charges generally with the host clouds. So you have around $9 a month, you have $15 a month, and you have $25 a month. Now, here's something important. The basic version of Elementor doesn't come with a form widget. So for that, you will need the Pro plan, okay? And again, as I've stated, to get the Pro plan, you simply come over to their website. You can simply get this version over here, which is $9 a month. And if you're serious about building forms and customizing them, consider upgrading. You can purchase and install Elementor Pro from their official website right over here. And once you've activated your license, you will get access to the full range of widgets, including the form widget that I'm going to be talking about further on. Now, once everything is done, what you're basically going to want to do from there is you're going to go into your actual editor. Okay. And once we go over to our editor, what you're going to want to do over here is you're going to set some things up. Okay. You're going to set some navigational points up and you're going to set the general outlay up because in this area, you're going to want to set a proper space where you want your general, contact form to be. So to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to click on plus over here. And once you click on plus right here, you're going to basically add a proper section. Okay. So let's say in my case, I'm going to be adding a code section over here. So this is going to be a code snippet. And what you're going to do is you're simply going to add it here and now you can write a code over here. Now, this is exactly where we're going to add our Elementor code. This is exactly where we're going to be putting in our Elementor workings and running it all up. So now leaving this code section here, you're going to come over to your Elementor. And once you come over to your Elementor from here, what you're simply going to be doing is you're going to go over to your website's editor. Okay. And before actually doing this, you are also going to make sure that once you have saved this code snippet, you're also going to go ahead to your pages section in WordPress. Okay. So let me show you how we're going to do that. You're going to go over to pages over here, and in page, you're going to go over to add new. And you're going to, create a page like, let's say, contact us. So once you have created the contact us page, you're going to click on create draft. And once you have done that and you've downloaded your Elementor, it should generally give you the Elementor editor option over here where it's going to say edit with Elementor. And what that does is it will take you to Elementor's editing interface, which is going to look something like this, where you can start designing visually with live edits and changes right in front of you. So once inside this, you will actually see a blank canvas where you can begin by clicking the plus icon to add a new section. So basically what that does is it gives us a form like this, where it's going to give you add fields and all that. And what you're going to do is you're going to choose a single column structure for yourself unless you want to place your form beside a map or contact details. Now, in our case, I want to place it right under here. Okay. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to add a code snippet section right as so. And what you're going to do is you're going to want a heading first. So you're simply going to drag the heading and drop it right over here. Now, once you've dropped it over here, what you're going to do is within this new section, you're going to be adding your widgets like get in touch or send a message right above it. And feel free to adjust the typography for yourself as you go on. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and choose this text. And once you choose the text, what you can basically do from here is come over to the actual text editor or use the general text typography options to change all of that. Now for the actual star of the show, the actual contact form, from the Elementor widget panel over here in fields, go ahead and drag and drop the form widget, which is available in Elementor Pro. Do remember that on the free Elementor you will not get it. The default form comes with 3 fields: name, email, and message. Now that's a solid starting point, and for many websites, it's all you need. But you can easily add more fields if your business requires extra information like a phone number, subject line, or even a drop-down menu. So to customize any field, just go ahead and click on them like single line text, paragraph text, MCQ, drop down, checkboxes, numbers, whatever you want. Okay. And it's so simple to do so. You can customize it by changing the labels, make it required or optional, and even adjust placeholder text. So, for example, change your name to just name or change name to your name, and maybe update type your message here to comment or message, or vice versa. So, you can style it with custom colors as well. You can give it proper hover animations and transitions, and even border shapes under the style tab that you can find in settings. And that's the best part about using Elementor, because not only is it so user friendly, but the general UI and features that it combines and gives to you is out of this world. And it definitely does help us a lot when using it along with our features. Now, next, under the actions after submit settings, do make sure to go ahead and make sure email is selected. Now, this will ensure that the form actually sends an email to you when someone submits it. You can add more actions too, like showing a thank you message, redirecting to another page, or integrating with services like MailChimp or even Zapier. Now, using those details and using those sections for yourself will really help you out when you're actually creating a proper contact form up and running, okay? And getting those notifications out to yourself is also pretty easy, that I'm going to be discussing shortly. And also the best part is when your actual form is done in Elementor, what you can do is you can also take off the HTML code for that. So let's say if you want to keep it totally on WordPress, you can simply take off the proper, HTML code or maybe CSS code and apply it for yourself, okay? And that's the best part about using WordPress with Elementor, okay? Not only does it let you build cool things, but it also lets you adjust things directly solely from your WordPress. Now, I created a form through Elementor, and I'm going to add the code snippet for it right here. And as you can see, here's my code snippet. Okay. And once you've added this code snippet, what you can basically do from here on out is just go ahead and save it. Okay. And you can go ahead and, just add in your code block or your code spaces accordingly to yourself, however it's going to work for you. And once that is done, just click on publish, and the code snippet is going to get saved. And what happens in that case is this general code snippet will be activated. Now, again, you do need the upper versions of WordPress for this. Without that, it will not respond or work. So do make sure to go ahead and add that. And also, do make sure to quickly set up your proper email notifications so that you receive each submission in the email section of the form settings. Now, you'll find that the recipient email address, make sure this is set to your preferred inbox, okay? And double check for typos, because if this is incorrect, you will never receive the messages that your visitors are going to be sending to you. You can also customize the email subject line for yourself, the message content, and who it comes from. A good tip here is to include the user's name and email in the message body so you can reply directly from your inbox. You can also enable dynamic fields like adding the user's name into the subject line automatically, which is great for keeping your inbox organized. And now that the form is absolutely functional, let's make sure it looks great. Add in your stylings, add in all the borders you need, your fonts, and whatever padding and spacing you add. Just make sure to align it with your brand, make it pop off, make it look attractive, and that will basically allow you to create a proper form for yourself. And you can also use Elementor's AI features, because it has an incredible AI that actually allows you to make your forms even better. And don't forget to check how the form looks on tablet and mobile views. In Elementor, you can actually switch between those views and device previews, adjust spacing or text sizes for each one. This ensures your contact form is fully responsive, which is absolutely critical for its usability. And just like that, that is how you have a professional, fully functional contact form widget. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, do let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. Till then, that is going to be all from me, and I'll be seeing all of you wonderful people in the next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.